Opinions about Luka Doncic have always been loud, but the truth about how dominant he has become is best told by the legends, especially the ones who initially doubted him.
I used to hate Luka until I seen him play. I'm like, this white boy all right.
Now he's going off, averaging 35 points so far this season, and now more people are talking about him.
We're watching something that's truly unbelievable. We touched on it last week, but his ability to control the speed of the game is just unmatched.
So let's just dig into the 5 things Shaq was right about Luka Doncic that are insane. But let us start with the moment Luka passed the hate test. Shaquille O'Neal is not easily impressed. Steph Curry had to drop seasons of impossible shots before Shaq admitted it was skill. Luka Doncic went through the same rite of passage.
You like Luka's game?
I like Luka. Luka can play. If you could pass my hate test and then still go.
What's a hate test?
Like Steph Curry, I was like, that shit lucky. He keep doing it. That shit lucky. Find the point. All right, this can play. I used to hate Luka until I seen him play. I'm like, this white boy all right.
That moment turned skepticism into respect. Luka dropped 73 in a single night, dragged Dallas to a finals run, and now in Los Angeles, he's passing LeBron and Shaq himself for the most explosive scoring quarters in franchise history. The hate test evaporated. Shaq admitted it on his own show when he said that very few players ever forced him to say that he was wrong. Now he's trying to speak Slovenian every chance he gets.
Nice going, and thanks for taking a few minutes with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Adijo.
Adio.
The shift was complete. Shaq moved from calling Luka lucky to calling him unstoppable. And nothing changed his mind faster than realizing that Luka's game did not depend on athleticism. It depended on a body built to bully. Shaq has spent years telling guards what real physicality looks like. So, when he watched Luka Doncic absorb contact and move defenders, it caught him off guard. He expected finesse. What he saw was a player who could score like a wing, but impose his will like a center.
Big body, bigger than I thought he was, stronger than I thought he was. Once he gets you on the side, sort of like a big man, he does whatever he wants.
Even now, a lot of people don't know how big Luka is in person. That is the exact advantage Luka has weaponized at 6'7". And now he's tearing the league apart with a vengeance that we'll discuss later in the video. But before that, here's Mavs testifying to what Luka can do on any given day.
He can hoop. He might not be able to windmill, but you know, he's one of the best players in the world. And being able to say that about somebody is crazy. Knowing people are going to game plan for him, people are going to double him, and he's still going to pick you apart.
And that's why Shaq stood with Doncic against the accusations that he was fat. He said the shape of his body was irrelevant because the strength inside it was real. Marcus Morris defended him the same way when asked about the noise.
He's a great guy, man. Super low maintenance, don't need much. One of the only guys that I've been on the team with that will play through any injury if he can get on the court. I hear stuff about him not being in shape, but if you can go in an NBA game and get 30, 15, and 10 like it's nothing, then I don't really know what shape is.
The truth is that Luka has transformed physically. He shed 15 pounds over the summer and arrived with a sharper frame and a sharper edge. The memes called it a revenge season, but the motivation runs deeper. Every post-up, every foul drawn, and every possession where he bends defenses out of shape is part of a mission that he has taken personally. When Luka Doncic arrived in Los Angeles, the expectations were loud, the spotlight was boiling, and the whispers about why Dallas moved on from him were still ringing. Shaq understood the emotional weight immediately. He viewed the move as an insult disguised as a transaction and made it clear how he would have handled it.
I know that you went to LA with expectations. You've also been talked about with like your work ethic and stuff. How would you approach this? What would you tell
I
them?
would tell them MESTFU. Make them shut the up.
So how is Luka responding so far? 30-point double-doubles, something only Shaq had done in the purple and gold. A 13-4 start with MVP conversations circling him again. Not to mention that the Mavs look nothing like the team that went to the playoffs finals just last year. But to Shaq's point, here's Jay Williams explaining how Luka has been working this season.
And the best thing you love about Luka is his basketball IQ is off the charts. He's going to make everybody else around you eat better by making this simplistic play.
People like Gilbert Arenas interpret it differently.
What is Luka a master at again? Deception. The ability to get shots from himself and for other people.
This version of Luka is not storming through opponents with anger. He is dismantling them with precision. Every possession is a reminder of what Dallas let go. But to achieve this revenge tour, Luka is not scared to get physical. Did Shaq also call it? Yes, he did.
The fact that he's not scared of contact, he knows he can play, he loves to play, he has a little swag, and the world is his. This kid gonna be around for a long time, and I don't see anybody stopping him.
Shaq knows what it means to be physical, but he has also seen how people perceive Luka Doncic as this cute little baby. But after seeing him play over and over again, he knows Doncic is not scared. This year, he's drawn 11.9 free throws a game, leading the NBA, turning contact into daggers. Blake Griffin on TNT, after a Wolves win, said,
But also, I think you touched on it. He also is getting people involved. He's hitting shots. It's not just him hunting shots every time down the floor. He's making the right play. That is a nightmare for defenses.
The plays have been so good, he's on a side quest with Austin Reeves to become the most entertaining bromance in sports history.
Because, you look at the numbers that he's putting up, but he does it within a way that, everybody's involved. He's such a good passer, and that's enough compliment for him.
He's my least favorite. He's a big kid. Very childish.
But Magic Johnson told him, in LA, winning isn't optional, and anything less than a ring is considered failure. No one knows what those expectations mean more than Shaq. And here's the fifth thing Shaq got right. Shaquille O'Neal knew that once Luka had full control of a franchise, his confidence would explode and the production would follow. That was the blueprint in Dallas, and Shaq knew the moment those keys migrated west, the results would be the same.
The best thing you can have as a youngster is when the keys are handed to you, because now your confidence is high. So if you got the moves, you got the skills, and you got that green light, you can't be stopped.
When Luka arrived in Los Angeles, the question was not whether he would lead, it was how quickly he would take over. With LeBron easing into the final stages of his career, Luka stepped into the role immediately. Shaq predicted that Luka would become the lone engine of the Lakers sooner than people realized. The early answer has been overwhelming. Luka became the first Laker since Kobe Bryant to post 6 consecutive 30-point games, and joining a scoring duo with Austin Reeves that now sits alongside the franchise historic pairings of Weston Baylor, Kobe, and Shaq. For this challenge, Shaq pushed him publicly in June, telling him to train like a champion after the trade fallout and use the offseason to set the tone. Luka showed up slimmer, sharper, and ready to run the offense without hesitation. But can he get the championship in his first full year in LA? Luka Doncic still has the championship chase ahead of him, but he already owns something that's also difficult to earn. He has the full respect of the legends who doubted him the most. And the front offices that questioned his conditioning now live with the regret of letting a generational talent walk out the door. Shaq was right about every one of the 5 things he saw coming. The only question left is whether Luka delivers a championship. So, let's have your thoughts on that in the comments. And if you care about the numbers that Luka is pulling this season, let me tell you, you have no idea how crazy his numbers have been. Don't believe me? Check this video next. What Luka Doncic is doing to the NBA is historic.